Hey, I'm Paul Hochman for Leviton and the Amazon Home Automation Guide. The big trend? Your music streaming anywhere. The other big trend? Worrying about how to set it up. Well, never fear. You can stream tunes to every room simply using Leviton's Hi-Fi 2 distributed audio system. Yes, audio from up to 16 different sources sent to speakers mounted in the ceiling and in the walls of your home. Connect the Hi-Fi 2 directly to satellite and internet radio receivers, AM/FM tuners, MP3 players, computers, almost any source. By the way, that includes your smartphone or tablet. Yes, stream tunes from here to here wirelessly, thanks to these Leviton remote input modules. Each Bluetooth module lets you connect to the Hi-Fi 2 over Bluetooth. Just turn on Bluetooth in your device's settings menu, choose the remote input module nearest you, and that's it. Now, your audio goes from your phone into the Hi-Fi 2 and then out to any room in the house. Rock on, everywhere. I'm Paul Hochman for The New Simple.
The alternative to complex and expensive in-ceiling speaker systems is here. Introducing the sophisticated yet simple Astronaut from Cetaceous Sound. It's the only system that delivers classroom-wide sound with just one speaker. The same sound as 4 in-ceiling speakers, but without the expense and complexity. Its omnidirectional design puts sound evenly across the room. Students will hear voice and multimedia the same no matter where they are seated. The system includes an astronaut-powered speaker, ceiling mount kit, and power supply. It's so easy to set up, you can do it yourself. Mount the speaker to a false or hard surface ceiling. Connect up to 3 audio devices like a projector, computer, or iPod, or our very own Orbiter wireless pendant microphone. Plug in power supply and that's it. You don't have to be an audio expert. The Astronaut Classroom Speaker System, the single speaker audio solution for the whole classroom.
Hi, I'm David Kroll, Worldwide Product Manager for KEF CI, and I'm here to show you one of the most exciting parts of our CI product line, the Soundlight in-ceiling speakers. There are 3 models in the series. The very tiny CI50 2.5-inch in-ceiling speaker, the CI80, and the CI100. Now what makes these so incredible is their small size. These perfectly match up with halogen light fixtures and other light fixtures in the ceiling, and they allow you to have the speakers perfectly blend. Now, because they are small, you might use more of these than you would a larger 6.5 or 8-inch speaker, but the result is superior sound quality, because the more speakers you have in a given area, the more seamless the coverage, and the softer you can listen to it with no dead spots in between. The CI50s are available in white, steel, chrome, and brass, and they are less than 2 inches of mounting depth. So when you're in a condominium tower or a multiple dwelling unit building and you have very, very shallow ceiling depth, you can still have that exceptional KEF sound quality in your ceiling. Installation is very simple. Speaker wire attaches. They pop into the ceiling. And again, you can match whatever your designer or your architect has chosen for your light fixtures. When you move to the 80 and the 100, you start to get a little more bass response, and you start to get our UniQ, which gives you absolutely exceptional off-axis response. So now you can have a tiny speaker, match your ceiling lights, exceptional coverage. You get KEF sound and beauty too. Thank you.
Enjoying music throughout your home has never been easier or more enlightening. The award-winning Klipsch light speaker is the first LED light to combine brilliant, efficient lighting with wireless sound, saving you money on energy bills while creating a distributed audio system that installs like a light bulb. The light speaker is truly a do-it-yourself product. Simply install it in a can light. There's no wiring, no retrofitting, and no software. It's so easy. When installing the light speaker into a recessed light fixture, turn off the circuit breaker and appropriate light switch. Then remove the existing light bulb. Check the connector. You must have an Edison socket in order for the light speaker to work. Test fit the light speaker. If it fits without any modifications, remove it from the fixture. If it does not fit properly, please refer to the quick installation guide for more information. Set the zone switch on the back of the light speaker to 1. Then set the left-right stereo switch accordingly. Now you're ready to screw the light speaker into your fixture. After both light speakers are installed, turn your circuit breaker back on, but make sure your light switch is still in the off position. Plug in the transmitter and push the pairing button on the back of the unit. When the pairing light starts to flash, turn on the light switch. The pairing process is complete when both light speaker LEDs turn green. Using the supplied audio cords, plug your MP3 player, CD player, computer or TV into the back of the transmitter. You can connect 2 music sources to the transmitter as well as establish 2 separate listening zones in your home. For example, you can have a light speaker in the kitchen and a light speaker in the living room, both playing something different. Refer to the zone switch on the back of each light speaker and assign the kitchen light speaker to zone 1 and the living room light speaker to zone 2. Install each light speaker accordingly. Next, assign each source to a zone by pressing the appropriate zone and source buttons on the face of the transmitter. From there, you can use the transmitter or remote to select your zones and sources as well as control lighting levels and speaker volume. While a system package comes with 2 light speakers, you can purchase additional light speaker units. Up to 8 light speakers can be used in a system. That's enough for high-quality stereo sound throughout your home. The light speaker's LED light bulb provides 40,000 hours of light, so you may never have to change that light bulb again. It also reduces daily lighting expenses by 80%, using only 10 watts to produce light that's bright enough to replace a 65-watt incandescent bulb. The light speaker is the only multi-room music system that eventually pays for itself. Imagine the money you'll save by not hiring a custom installer, not purchasing separate audio components, and not wasting precious energy. Plus, you can take it with you if you move.
SpeakerCraft offers a number of different models in the AIM Cinema series, but 2 of them are dedicated specifically for rear channel applications. The idea is to create a dispersed sound field that's very similar to that you would experience in any movie theater. When you're in a movie theater and you look up at the walls, you'll see an array of speakers down both walls and across the back. But doing that in your home is typically impractical. So what you want to be able to do is create this diffused sound field. You want the sound to appear from the rear channels as though it's coming from all around you. Every seat receives the same effect, and it really envelops the audience in a true surround sound experience. The AIM Cinema dipole is like 2 speakers in a single baffle, 2 woofers and 2 tweeters that are 50 degrees off axis from each other. The sound is pointed away from the listening area by design. It reflects off adjacent walls or other surfaces to fill the room. The sound from the rear speakers in a home theater is best when it's indirect like this. The AIM dipole has 3 models to match the front speakers. If you've chosen a model 1, 3, or 5 for the front, then you can simply choose a model 1, 3, or 5 for the rear. Better parts, better sound. As you step up through the line, from polypropylene to aluminum to Kevlar, the sonic properties of the speaker are going to improve. There's great sound for every specific application. If you choose not to mount the speakers in the wall like you would with the AIM dipole, you may want to choose the AIM wide. This is essentially a dipole that mounts in the ceiling. It's a single woofer behind 2 mid-range and 2 tweeter drivers mounted off axis from each other, so you end up with that same pleasant surround field that envelops the audience. The AIM wide also became popular as a background music speaker for people who wanted to be able to fill a room and not necessarily have the sound pointed directly at them. The same models and the same driver options: polypropylene, aluminum, and Kevlar for the models 1, 3, and 5. So as you design your home theater, if you're looking for something that's going to really make a difference, really fill out the back half of the room and envelop the entire audience in the sonic experience in either movies or music, then the AIM Dipole or the AIM Wide are perfect options.
Check out the media room and let Leviton entertain you with advanced audio technologies for home theater installations. See how simple it is to add music or surround sound to bring professional quality to the home theater. Leviton offers the Leviton Architectural Edition, powered by JBL audio systems and spec-grade sound speakers for multi-room and outdoor installations. Listen to the quality of in-wall or ceiling speakers. It's like being at the movies. At high decibels, the room can really rock. Whatever the level, there's a Leviton speaker system that sounds great and sets the right tone. With Leviton CATV modules, incoming RF signals for cable TV or other modulated sources can be distributed to 1, 8, or 16 locations in the home. Everyone can get in on the action. Just plug and play. Leviton is your single source for the very best in leading-edge home entertainment. Thanks for touring our Leviton home.
At SpeakerCraft, we've been producing loudspeakers for over 30 years. We used to build them for some of the largest names in the industry, and when we decided to develop our own brand of speakers, we took all of the experience and expertise that had come from producing literally millions of loudspeakers and used that to create the finest loudspeakers we could build. The result is the largest and finest selection of in-ceiling and in-wall speakers available anywhere. If you're looking for extreme audio performance, unmatched durability, and a company that will stand behind their product for a lifetime, SpeakerCraft is the right choice. At SpeakerCraft, we have made literally millions of loudspeakers over the years. And it became readily apparent as we began to produce speakers for the ceiling that they were inherently more popular. First of all, the eye doesn't pay much attention to what's in the ceiling. Hence the sprinklers and air vents and lighting fixtures that we don't even really notice. However, there are some sonic challenges with that application. First one is our ears don't point up. And if you want even coverage, you're going to have a unique design of the loudspeaker to make that happen. The CRS-8 is the top of the line in the CRS series, which stands for Custom Round Series. It's a coaxial design, as are all of the speakers in the CRS series, in which the woofer is directly behind the tweeter. It's an 8-inch woofer, so it produces deep, tight, impactful bass, and it's available in 3 different materials. Those materials being in the Model 1, polypropylene, in the Model 2, glass fiber, and the Model 3, aluminum. Now, why, you may ask, do you need 3 different materials or 3 different choices? Well, the lighter and stronger the material, the better the sound quality. So as you step up between the 3, each of those materials become lighter and stronger. It costs more to do that, but it's well worth the investment. Now, the tweeter itself is mounted on something we refer to as the wave plane. The wave plane is a series of concentric circles that allow the bass to be dispersed properly throughout the room, but also keep the sonic properties of the tweeter as clear and accurate as possible. Otherwise, high frequencies tend to wrap around the tweeter and bounce off the woofer surface as it moves back and forth. CRS-8 also has a pivoting tweeter, so the tweeter can be aimed at the listening area or can be reflected off an adjacent wall if that's what you prefer. The CRS-6 is a smaller version of the CRS-8, using 6-inch woofers instead of the 8-inch woofers. Available, however, in exactly the same materials: polypropylene, glass fiber, or aluminum. And it still has the pivoting tweeter mounted in the wave plane. Now, if you need a very small speaker for specific applications where space is a real premium, you may want to choose the CRS-5. This is a 5-inch woofer with a small tweeter in front of it, available in 2 different versions in either polypropylene or aluminum. When size is an issue, but sound is still important, try the CRS-5. As with any small speaker, the addition of a subwoofer will greatly enhance the experience. But if you're looking for something that's time-tested, that we've produced millions of that reside in homes all over the world, the CRS series is a perfect choice. The SpeakerCraft AIM series is absolutely the standard for high-performance in-ceiling loudspeakers. They're perfect for music or home theater. They have incredible sound quality and absolutely durable construction. That's why we can offer a lifetime warranty on them. We use only the finest components, which result in, frankly, the best sound money can buy. Now, AIM is perfect for stereo music if you want to use it in other rooms in the house or multi-channel surround in a home theater. Placed discreetly in the ceiling, they blend in with lighting fixtures and sprinklers and air vents and anything else that you frankly don't notice up in the ceiling. The outer bezel and the grille material itself comes in an off-white, which blends in pretty much anywhere, but if you wanted to, you can also paint that to match any surface. Let's take a look at some of the features so you've got an idea of what these speakers are made of. First of all, the soul of the speaker is the woofer. It comes in either a 5-inch, a 7-inch, or an 8-inch version. It creates deep bass that is impactful and drives the emotion of the music or movies that you're going to be enjoying. The goal is for the cone, the actual part that moves, to be as light and as strong as possible. Now, I don't want to get too technical about what that means, but the lighter and stronger the material, the faster it can react, and the better the speaker sounds. The more you spend, frankly, the better it's going to sound. Now, the various models use different materials. The Model 1, the entry-level product, is polypropylene, light and strong. Model 2 is glass fiber, which is lighter and stronger than the poly. Model 3 is made of aluminum, so we actually go to a metallic surface, and it is lighter and stronger than the glass fiber. And for the top of the line, the Model 5, we're using Kevlar, the same material that's used to make bulletproof vests, because it is the strongest and lightest material we could find for that application. Stronger and lighter simply means that the speaker can react more quickly and more effectively to provide the kind of sound you're looking for. Now, the magic in the AIM series is the ability for the entire woofer, in fact, the entire speaker assembly, to pivot. This patented SpeakerCraft innovation allows the woofer to rotate up to 17 degrees, so you actually can aim the sound at the listening area. It's important for both music and movies. The idea is to create what we refer to as a sonic image. Now, the sonic image is literally what you experience when you close your eyes and hear where these different elements are coming from. In music, very important, because the recording engineer has determined where those individual elements are going to appear on the stage in front of you. And in movies, of course, you've got visual cues. You've got things happening on the screen, and the sound needs to match up with that, or there's an incongruity there that kind of ruins the experience. So getting that sonic image to be as close to the original the engineer intended is important. Now, the higher frequencies are produced by a driver called the tweeter. It sets directly in the center of the speaker, and these high frequencies are absolutely important. They provide the minute details that make things sound realistic, very accurate, crystal clear. Once again, the better the materials, the better the sound quality. The Models 1 and 2 both feature a silk dome tweeter. It's actually a treated silk material. Now, the Model 3 moves back to aluminum, so we're using a metallic surface that is more accurate than the silk. And if you step all the way up to the Model 5, now you're using an actual aluminum magnesium alloy, which is even stronger and lighter than the aluminum. The tweeter also pivots independently of the woofer, so if you needed to, you have that flexibility to direct the sound once again. High frequencies tend to be even more directional than those produced by the woofer, and the ability to aim them is even more important. Now, the tweeters can pivot up to 30 degrees, so there's a lot of flexibility. Another important benefit of choosing a SpeakerCraft speaker is the ability to mix and match between different series. You just pick the same model from each series, and the sound is essentially the same. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're going to use a rectangular speaker to the left, center, and right of your flat panel display that's hanging on the wall. But you'd like to use a round speaker in the ceiling behind you just because it's more aesthetically pleasing in the room. All you have to do is pick the same model from each series. You would pick, for example, an AIM LCR3 rectangular speaker for the front, and then pick an AIM 8-3 for the rear. And that way, the sonic experience is going to be identical throughout the room. So if you're looking for great sound, almost invisible in the room, incredible durability, and years of listening enjoyment, SpeakerCraft AIM series, it's the answer.
Vanco is raising the bar on both performance and convenience with their line of HDMI cable solutions. Vanco's thinner, more flexible, ultra-slim HDMI cables make cable management in racks and tight spaces easier, cleaner, and more efficient. Their newest high-speed HDMI cables, powered by Redmere technology, increase data speed to over 10.2 gigabits per second up to 100 feet, and yet are 25% smaller than standard HDMI cables. And the Super Flex male to female HDMI provide the perfect adapter solution for any installation, relieving stress on HDMI ports from longer, heavier HDMI cables. Vanco continues to offer innovative solutions that make connectivity easy.